break one, our first half case of 2025 Donruss, and then we'll do the second half of the case in a little bit. So let's go the first 10 boxes. Good luck, everybody. Let's start with this one right here. What do you think? I think that's a winner. Let's start with that one. And where did I put my, oh, there it is, there it is. That's a good start. I lost my box cutter. All right, good luck, everybody. Okay, let's get a good start. We had a really nice start on Wednesday. Had a 2 out of 10 to start us off on Wednesday. Let's see how this one starts. I got the penny sleeves. I got the top loaders all ready to go. Okay, we'll usually do four packs at a time. We got this down to a science. This is our third case. Now we're opening up. Now while we're doing this, nothing wrong with getting your pre-bids for break 2. It'll go quicker. And your buy it nows. I'll look at the offers and all that kind of stuff. But right now, let's have a little fun. Good luck, everybody, with our cards. Let's see what we got. Well, here's the base. All cards, all the base are sent. We'll go quickly through the base. There's our first one. 1 second. You guys know that autofocus. I don't think it focuses fast enough. I am going to lock it in right there. I'm going to lock in take off autofocus and just lock it in right here at, there you go. We'll remove that. There you go. There's our first parallel. It'll make the back a little blurry, but the focus will be right there. Dale is the Optic. Oh, right there. How about a B.J. McLeod autograph to start us off? There you go. Way to pick up the dollars. Way to pick up the dollars. The dollar drivers. Let me unpin this to get a clear picture. How about that? Our first auto. I do like the explosions. The explosions are very nice. They kind of have it nicely centered on the driver also. This is red, so it's numbered 46 out of 49. Congrats. Congrats. 1 second. Who got our first? That's going to Travis. Travis Noble. There you go. Yeah, so yeah, I'd say it's a little off center too. I don't think it's making the Wall of Fame up there, but still nice. And a Race Kings Denny Hamlin insert. All right, there's your base. Let's get him on camera. Carl Edwards is the parallel. Sheldon Creed on the Optic. And there is Connor Zilisch. Nice Connor Zilisch. Spellbound the Eye. That was a holographic one. Those are numbered. Oh, there's some black. How about a door number right away too? Wow, this is a nice box. Eric Jones door number. This is numbered out of 43. Sorry, I have a hard time seeing that. 19 out of 43. That's our low number of the night. 43, kind of weird, but I do like the door numbers. I like that. Like they don't do this in. They might do jersey numbers if they did in, the NHL but I like that they do door numbers. I think that's putting that on the wall right there. Keep that on the show. That's our low number. Actually, just to start us off so you can see how the fireworks. Take a look. There's how the fireworks. That was just we'll get a door number right there to get us started. Oh, also on these, if you want any of these, send me a direct message. I can include some of these in for you. Oh, yeah, we just started the first, it's actually the first box of the first half of the case. We just started it. So you're here at the right time. There's still plenty of drivers left for break 2. And if you're watching on YouTube right now, we're just starting. Chase Briscoe is the Race Kings. Here's some more base. That's a good start for the first pack. We got the parallel is Brett Holmes, the red-blue, Kurt Busch, Optic Prism, and Kyle Larson for Spellbound. You should be able to complete, if you bought the full case, You should be able to complete the spelling of Spellbound. I've seen a few of those. All right, any thoughts so far? If this is your first Donruss, this is our third case, but if it's your first one, thanks for being here. And if you like the fire or any other suggestions, I like the fire up there. That was my attempt to be all chic. Oh, here comes a purple. Ready? This box is starting strong. How about a purple Ellen Cole Wiki? Here, I'm gonna grab all these penny sleeves. Purple is out of 59. Remember 59? I'll get this top loaded for you. You don't want to watch me top load everything. I'll get that top loaded for you. There's a nice purple, and here's our first memorabilia. Nick Sanchez, a red Nick Sanchez. Looks like 2-color sheet metal. I'm a big fan of the memorabilia. Donruss memorabilia are nice. I mean, this is a sharp card. I like the pedal to the metal are not your typical white. It's kind of a darker card. There's Chase Elliott Spellbound. I like the memorabilia. Carson Popple is the insert. Ryan Blaney Unleashed. There's Butterbean Queen on an Optic. We'll keep going here. John Hunter is the red-blue, the parallel. Austin Cedric, that's a prism, an Optic prism. Jeff Gordon is the Spellbound. I do like on the Spellbound also that different pictures. They have different pictures on the Spellbound. Each letter has a different picture. I would have liked Optic and Donruss to be different pictures. Here's some more Butterbean. This is a red out of $2.99. Chase Briscoe. And how about a Dale Explosion, a red explosion out of 99. Very nice, very nice. This first box, we're liking. I keep saying Butterbean McQueen from, what's that cartoon? Cars, from Cars. You keep calling him McQueen. All right, we had our autograph. We had one memorabilia. What do we got now? I'm cheating. Yeah, some color. There's some color coming up. Just go quickly through the base. Kurt Busch Optic. Justin Haley fan, there you go. Justin Haley, this is a red out of 99. And Sam Meyer, Coming Attractions. More Butterbean. Take a look. Not too shabby. More Butterbean. How about a blue Christian Rose on at $1.99? Jake Garcia, Optic Prism. And then Dale, the R. The Dale's R. Sammy Smith. William Byron, Optic. And Unleashed. Okay, this Unleashed is kind of more of your base. I should say your inserts, but it's kind of your common insert. It's not a rare one. It's like it's out of Downtown or anything like that. Tyler Reddick. See, I do like that the Optic, last year they had just black and pink. So I like the Optic has a lot of color. I think that's a nice, I just would have liked a different picture for Optic. But I do like to have a lot of color. Those reds are out of $1.99. And then William Byron, season highlights. Yeah, greens are nice. Well, the green wave was from the first off the line. Yeah, I agree with that. But I like the green. The greens are out of 99. And like you said, we were just, Haley fan talked me into it. We're going to grab some blasters and some megas just to try to get the rainbows on things. All right, how about Nick Sanchez on the parallel? Jeremy Clements. Now, they did take one parallel away. Okay, think about it. They used to have a gray parallel or a silver parallel, and then the red-blue parallel. Now they only have the silver parallel. That's not numbered. Got a full 5 glasses. Yeah, I'd say you're probably going to get, there's Tony B, you're probably going to get about 7 or 8 if you're in half a case A half a case is going to get you about 7 or 8 base cards. Is pretty much what you have to look forward to. And then all the other parallels and inserts like Sheldon Creed on the parallel. You got Jeb Burton, Optic Prism. We got a wild card right there. Kyle Larson. Right, Race Kings used to be part of the base. Now the Race Kings are an insert. Cole Custer Purple. Purples are out of 99. This one was, I gotta put my glasses on, getting old. 38 out of 99. Here's Kyle Busch. A free Kyle Busch right there because that was a giveaway. Congrats. And then the Race King insert. All right, there's the first box. If this is your first box that you saw, any thoughts? I would say our low number is Eric Jones, the door number Eric Jones, in our little firebox right there. Kind of fun. I gotta watch more. I'm really having fun with this OBS, the software that Whatnot wants us to use. I mean, the phones work fine. It's just I have so much more power in the program on my computer, so I just can't figure out how to dual stream. So I cannot figure out how to dual stream to YouTube because I do. Whatnot is great. I don't want to. I'm always not a talk bad. If you say something negative, I'm gonna say a couple positive things too. So Whatnot has a great system. It's hard. Like when I buy something, it's hard to watch the stream. You got to go through a lot of clicks and stuff. So that's why I like posting on YouTube. So you could just jump on the YouTube site and then you could watch the stream. You could fast forward through the stream. You could pause when you see, Brad Klowicki. You could pause when you see Jake Garcia Optic show up. So you could pause at those points on YouTube. So I would always post it on YouTube. Here's Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon Burning Rubber. I mean, take a look at that card. That's a sharp card. You still got the truck in there, but still there's the Burning Rubber Fire. I like those. I like the inserts. There's 3 of them. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. So yeah, I'm chit-chatting here. How about a gold coming up? Everybody pay attention. You got the Unleashed Ryan Truex. Get through the base. Ready? How about a gold? Harrison Burton. There you go. There's our low number for the day so far. How about a Harrison Burton, number 9 out of 10? A 9 out of 10 gold card. Well, that's sorry there, Eric Jones. You're going to get replaced. Oh, so really the gold vinyl was pulled? We have only had one of one so far. This is our 3rd case, and we just had a 1 of 1. We've only had one of 1. And we pulled a downtown SVG. We pulled an SVG downtown, but we have not pulled a slingshot. Someone said slingshots are in hobby. We have not pulled a slingshot yet. So hopefully today I'll get you a slingshot or a downtown again. Let's see what happens. Daniel Suarez. And Carl Edwards. Carl Edwards Optic. Oh, wait. Nope, I see these kind of catch right there. I saw that. And the Unleashed Justin Allgaier. Aha, yeah, see, sometimes you gotta call it out in chat. Okay? Sometimes you gotta call it out in chat. Maybe you get lucky. I'm always about, if the luck's not happening, you gotta get up in your chair. Riley Hurst agrees with me. Here's a red Chase Briscoe. And then there's Dale. The D. The Dale D. Yesterday, who was it? Amped Up. He pulled a red slingshot. Okay. I didn't see that. I could say we definitely pulled, you can see it on our YouTube. We definitely pulled an SVG downtown. That was nice. So I know we did that, but a slingshot, I've not seen a slingshot yet. Ryan Priest, Chris Buescher, and how about Ernie Irvine? A little swerving Irvine here. 40 or 24 out of 25. Take a look. Here's where the dollar auctions get set. Get those dollar bids in. That's not too shabby either. The explosions are, I would say, I like the memorabilia and I like the explosions. The explosions are nice. They center them well. The driver's centered right on the explosion. That's a nice idea. Here's Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon. Those are the holographic ones. Those are holographic. Ty Dillon. Parallel. Christian Eckes. Optic. Justin Allgaier is the season highlights. Ricky Stenhouse, red on a $2.99. Parker Retzlaff, Optic. And then Christopher Bell on the Race Kings insert. Lawless Allen. We got Christopher Bell again, Optic. And there's Dale on the Race Kings insert. Let's keep going. We're only 1.5 boxes in. Okay. And you guys know how Panini sorts. This is all from the same case. So if you see a driver available, remember there's a lot of Break 2 drivers still available. You can get those offers in. You can get your purchases going. You can get your bids in, all that kind of stuff. Going right now. Oh, I thought I saw. Keep getting caught. Those are not yellow. Those are just the redemption, not the redemption, the contest cards. Austin Hill. Justin Haley. Makes me want to go to Chili's. We were just talking about Chili's. Alex Bowman is the Race Kings. I like the holographics. I think it's a nice, clean look. There's Lane Riggs. We'll show it again. Kyle Weatherman. Optic. Connor Zilisch. Spellbound. I like different pictures, too. There's different pictures on those spellings. Overall, this is the first product of 2025. Zane Smith, Prism. And I'm enjoying it. I'm a set guy, so I know some people are not Donruss people. I understand that. Because it's a lot of base. But I would argue Prism had a lot of base in it. There's Raja. And there, see? Look at this explosion. Got a Richard Petty explosion, 66 out of 99. Or 66 out of 99 this way, or 66 out of 99 this way, however you want to see it. I mean, look at that. That's a sharp card, a lot of color. Yeah, that's what we're going to say. How many, we're going to take bets. How many Panini 2025 Panini products are going to actually come out in 2025? Let's finish off box number 2. We already had a gold. We got, here's some green. Ready? How about Taylor Gray? And the Optic green out of 99 is Chandler Smith. And how about a suited up Matt DiBenedetto? This is a silver. This is out of 49. Okay, so a nice number there. And then one more Ross Chastain on the Race Kings. Bill Elliott. Jeff Gordon Spellbound. We got Caden Honeycutt. There's our first rated rookie Optic that we've seen so far. The Matt Kenseth is the parallel. Optic Chandler Smith, Prism. And how about the coming attractions, Lane Riggs? Little last pack magic. What do we got here? Purple. Austin Cindric purple. Jesse Love. And look at this. Another explosions. The explosions are happening in 99 Bubba Wallace. 99 The Unleashed. The Jaguar. Alright, let me clean up a little bit, but take a look. Take a look. Here's the base. Wait, let me pause for a second. There's the stack of the base. You can see that. And then right here, now this is not including any of the memorabilia or the autographs that we've sleeved already. I mean, we're looking at like 60-40. So you do get a lot of parallels and inserts from Donruss. Whereas when we were looking at Prism, when we were looking at Prism, it was like 75-80% were just base. So, and it was only 100 base cards. Whereas Select had a lot of base too, but Select had 3 different base products. They had the grandstand, the pit road, the trackside, and I think that was fun to collect. I think the red and blue set, I don't think that'd be too hard. Here's another thing about racing. Okay, you know how like if you're collecting in the rainbow or collecting colors in NFL or NBA, and I know NFL, but I'm not big. I don't understand NBA that much. But in the NFL, each hobby box only has 2 or 3 colors in it. You might get 2 or 3 things. Here, every pack has a parallel, has an optic. It used to be like that for baseball and NFL, but now it's still, some packs just have all base cards in it. I have not seen a Ty Gibbs downtown. I have not seen that pulled yet. Has anybody seen a Ty Gibbs pulled? Here you go. How about a Chase Briscoe? You got the orange. I'm trying to think which advertiser is the orange. Connor's Zilisch Spellbound. Get some more base. We got Justin Bone Sr. Hopefully we'll pull a Tony. We'll pull a nice Tony B. All right, Tyler Reddick. Downtown. I'd like to see another downtown. We pulled one already, SVG. But I'd like to see another one. Here's Kyle Larson. We have Justin Bone Sr. Optic. There is, oh, look at this one. Here's a nice Kyle Larson. Look at that, very colorful. Is that a 99? Kyle Larson Spellbound. Right away at a 99. That's a pretty card. We'll get that top loaded for you. And then Frankie Nunez, my Spanish. My D's worth, I got about a D's worth of Spanish in me. Tyler Reddick. How about a purple out of 59? We got William Sawich. I was going to say William Wallace. There's Ty Gibbs, not a downtown, but a Race Kings. See, on Truex downtown, there is, I think there's 10. There's 10 different downtowns. There's a set to collect. That'll put you in, that just set you back a few shekels. Trying to put a Race Kings, or trying to put a downtown set together. But still, I mean, look at it. You could scroll it out. You got a lot of variety in racing. Whereas if I've seen many a baseball product that has just all base. Oh, Paul has here. There's Josh Williams, the mullet. I'm an autograph snob, and Josh needs to. He wins Daytona 2 years in a row. He could sign like that. Right now, I don't want your initials. That's kind of lazy, Josh. You're not making the Wall of Fame there. Sorry. Chase Elliott. More Butterbean. Brennan Queen on the Optic. Here's more base. Zane Smith. There's our first Zane Smith, we said. How about, was that the, Ernie Irvine, I think that's a nice one. I wouldn't call that a bad auto. Okay, Josh Williams. I'll give you Josh Williams on that. Frankie Nunez. So that means there's some fire coming in. I think it was Joe B. Joe B has a theory that you always get, it's 30-30-30. You get a third of terrible autos. You get a ho-hum autos, and then you get a couple bangers. KK, Optic, Chase Elliott. Here's the holographic ones that we're talking about. See, it's kind of a nice look. Cloud 4. This match. Travis got tagged. I, you're okay, Travis. That's like, why all of a sudden just red showed up on my screen. Christian Rose, Cole Custer. See, a little centering. I agree. A couple people were saying, little centering here, right? Yeah. And then Christian Eckes. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, hey, that's what I mean. Get those values in. I'll always, at the end, offer some value to people who, and it didn't cost any extra shipping because I capped shipping. And like I said, we're not here to, let's see why I can take advantage of you guys. Let's have fun. I'm a collector just like you. I've shown many times my collection. You can see it in the back. Rated rookie. But I'm a set guy, so you could when I turn the camera, here, how about Ryan Blaney? Look at this. A Ryan Blaney. Optic out of 99. If you're putting the rainbow together, that's a nice one for you. Christopher Bell. Josh Berry. The Sunny D. There's two Sunny Ds. Ellen Colwicky. Sheldon Creed. Coming attractions. We're in Connor Mosak. How about a Dale? There's a Dale Optic Silver. And Jeff Gordon. All right, let's finish up this Matt DiMinetto. Cole Custer on the Optic. SVG. This is the first time we're saying SVG's name. SVG Unleashed. Very nice. Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully we'll get some bigger autos coming up. Joe B can say it. A third. But hey, like you said, Travis, I agree with you. A $2 auto, you paid for your mission price for that auto. And it's trade bait. I like some trade bait. Ty Gibbs, Sheldon Creed, a red, out of 99, or 199. I'm sorry, the red's 199. And there's a little, out of 45, Tanner Gray. Take a look at that. The memorabilias are nice. There's Dale. We got more Tanner Gray on the parallel. Taylor Gray. The Grays are showing up. Taylor Gray. And oh, there's a free Tyler Reddick right there. Mr. Beast. Tyler Reddick. I got a little money on Tyler Reddick. Kevin Harvick. Tyler Reddick for the win. Chase Briscoe. Optic Prism. Joey Logano. On the Race Kings. Oh, the last pack magic we got. Justin Haley Blue. Arola. On the Optic. And then how about Carson Hocevar? A nice holographic one. It's trying to get the rainbow. See the colors in there. And the end. There you go. Box 3 out of the way. If I'm going too fast or too slow, let me know. Don't worry. I'm not a guy that I could take. I've been married for 20 years. I can take criticism. It's just a show, though. My wife and I are best friends. Our wedding was a sad event. Even the cake was in tears. So you gotta buy more into break 2, or I'm gonna keep telling dad jokes. Get those offers in, and if you know how Panini sorts, if you see a few of your hits and be like, hey, no one picked it up in break 2. Zane Smith. There's a blue right there. Austin Cedric. Oh, okay. How about a rated rookie? Luke Fenhouse. Take a look at that auto. Rated rookie auto. I know that's not the rated rookie everybody auto wanted, but Luke Fenhouse is not too shabby. Who knows what's going to happen? I'll put him next to old-time Ernie Irvine right there. That's our 4th auto. And a Richard Petty. I think a rated rookie, we call him a medium. He's not the big gun. Jeb Burton. There's Dale Earnhardt Spellbound, the holographic one. Ricky Stenhouse, Sonny D. Sam Meyer. And then Dale. More Spellbound. Daniel Dye. I think that's the first time we said his name, but back to back, the Optic one too. And William Salwich, Coming Attractions. Moving quick here. Moving quick. Because we still have another half case to go. If you've just joined us, thank you. We're in box 4. We're in box 4 of 10. We're doing the half case, and then we'll do a little selling and then do the second half of the case. So we're not even halfway through this yet. And still some nice stuff going on. We have Jesse Love. Chase Briscoe. Green. The green Chase Briscoe. And then there's Brittany. I think that's our first Brittany. A red out of 99, the Burning Rubber. That's not too shabby. There's Dale Spellbound. There is Jeremy Clements. Matt Mills. And Kyle Larson. Here is Carson Osmer. Oh, a little Optic Prism, Matt Kenseth. And then Jeffrey Gordon, the Race Kings. Those are inserts, remember. They're not part of the base set. Tony B Red. This is 220 out of 299. Bill Elliott, Optic. And there's JJ. Jimmy Johnson, holographic, Unleashed. What are we thinking? Panther? Is it a Panther back there? A cat of some sort. Oh, sorry. Nudge the camera there. All right, let's see what we got. Here, still on box number 4. Oh, I'm going to take a drink here. 1 second. Move my Diet Coke a little closer. All right, William Salwich. Looking very young. A young William Salwich. Ryan Blaney. And there's suited up Kurt Busch. Here's a silver out of 49. A lot of good numbers on those two, on those parallels. I'm sorry, those memorabilias. Alan Cole. We can look at back to back here. See, I would have just liked I would just like a different picture. I know that's the whole point. But it would be nice if the Optics had a different picture. I mean, they did different borders and stuff. I know the picture has to be approved and all that kind of stuff with the driver. I understand that. There's David Starr. Michael Waltrip. And how about... See, that's a cool picture. Joey Logano. Season highlights. Here's some red showing up. Richard Petty. Richard Petty on the parallel. Yeah, it's a new photo. Remember that? A couple years ago, I forgot what it was. Prism and Donruss had the same photos or something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, I agree. It's new photos at least. All right, the last 4 packs of box number 4. Let's see. We haven't had a gold, a 1-of-1. We haven't had a 1-of-1. Our first case had a 1-of-1. The second case didn't. So we're looking for that. Let's see what we got. See if I call it. Let's see. There's Harrison Burton. Connor Mosek. Oh, how about a nice gold ice? Take a look. That's a nice. Hold on here. We got the Spellbound. Spellbound, Chase Elliott. That's a nice card. You can see the ice, the golden. This is number 2 out of 10. Ooh, Harrison Burton. Sorry. Hey, we're going to replace you. Let's do a little slide on these. We'll move that over there. I'm rethinking. I'm going to redesign my Wall of Fame also. Are we in there? There we go. You can take a look at that. Nice gold card. Oh, a little too far over. How's that? There you go. There's a nice fire Poole there. There's a good last stack. What do you think about that? Chase Elliott. It's our low number, tied for low number, our second gold. Let's keep it going. Sam Meyer, Justin Allgaier, and Richard Petty on the spelling. Joey Logano, Martin Truex, Optic, and then Carson. There's Carson Osmer. Last pack here of box number 4. Davey Allison, Sheldon Creed, and our last card of box number 4 is Bubba Wallace. How about that? All right, well, there we go. Let me clean up a touch here. Box number 4. 4 boxes out of the way. 6 boxes left for break number 1. Check those offers. You see what's showing up. If they're missing something, we break the selling for break number 2 is going to go by quicker, I hope, because people have picked up a lot of stuff already, but there's still some very nice drivers left. Okay, so nothing wrong. Take a look. If you see somebody, if you see some driver that people want, okay, share the stream with them. Okay, I'm looking, there's about 41 buy in now drivers left. We still got some giveaways too. We'll have some giveaways. So jump on in there. Let's keep going. Make those offers while we open up the first. We're halfway or quarter way through. Here's box number 5. There's 20 boxes. And then remember, Donruss is the biggest box. The biggest content here is Donruss, so that makes sense. Okay, if anybody does want a box, I can do a personal box break for you and send you the cards if you want that. Honestly, maybe your local card store, you might get it cheaper, and because I'm still selling them at $90. Plus, you probably have to pay $5 for the shipping. There is Connor Daly and Chase Elliott. If you want the whole box, Daniel Dye. But send me, you can send me a private message, a direct message me for that. Denny Hamlin. But we're starting to do some mixer. This is our last full case break. We'll be doing some mixers. Ben Rhodes, looking all serious. And Joey Logano. Probably those of you that were in our first, in our first case break, our first off the line case break. I sent them out on Tuesday, so you probably check on your porch. You might have gotten them already. How about a purple Deegan? 9 out of 99. Anthony Alfredo. And then a Richard Petty Spellbound with the old school helmet. Yeah, if you were involved in our first off the line, did you get yours yet? Maybe. Let's go with, let's see what we got here. All right. Sorry, I'm cheating. Looking ahead. We got Jeremy Clements, Matt DiBenedetto, and there's a heavy card. Pedal to the Metal. That's a heavy card. Nice sheet metal. Clint Boyer. Pedal to the Metal. And finish it off with Christian Eckes is the coming attractions. There's Carson. More Carson Hustler. We're saying his name a lot. J-Mac. Optic Prism, and more Richard Petty Spellbound. There is William Zilisch. Back-to-back William Zilisch. Optic and Parallel. And then a little Carson again. Season highlights. We'll finish off this stack with Alan Kulwicki. Krishnekis. A red Krishnekis. Remember, those are out of 199. And Bubba Wallace Unleashed again. All right. Box number 5 we're on. Let's see what we got. We can do 4 at a time. Sorry for the crinkling on camera. All right, good luck, good luck. Let's see. Here comes a green right away. Nick Sanchez. How about that? Nick Sanchez. More memorabilia. Pedal to the metal. Connor Mosak. And then Richard Petty Unleashed. To finish off that stack. Oh, one more. Look at that. Austin Beers. We have Lane Riggs. David Starr is our Optic. And then Dale on the Spellbound. Kyle Busch. A free Kyle Busch. That was one of the giveaways. Anthony Alfredo. And then William Zilisch is the coming attractions. Here comes some color. A red Carl Edwards. Optic is Kevin Harvick. And how about, everybody's looking up ahead, how about a Connor Zilisch blue explosion? That's a lot to say here. I was trying to say it right. A Connor Zilisch blue explosion season highlights number 2 out of 49. That might go on the wall because that's the card. Coming attractions, really? There you go, Low Ranger. The coming attractions, that's a nice, and explosions are my favorite too. Of all the parallels, you guys know I do like a solid color. I'm a solid color parallel guy, but I like the explosions. They centered the explosion well on the driver. Okay, yep, I do like that. So I agree, Low Ranger. I agree on that. I didn't replace Chase Elliott. The Chase Elliott, that's out of 10, but Connor Zilisch out of 49 is nice. Let's keep going here. Justin Haley with the 10-gallon hat. There is Carson Osmer. And all right, how about a Pandora Ryan Blaney? 1 second, let me get that taken care of right away. How about a Ryan Blaney autographed Pandora number 22 out of 25? Take a look at that. That's not too shabby. We can give a shout out here. Who's got Ryan Blaney? Ryan Blaney's going to. This one's going to Racing Outlaws. Is he here? There he is. There he is. Congrats. I love it when someone's here. Picked up a nice. There you go, Racing Outlaw. That's all you. The Pandora. We had a big discussion. We're calling the autograph Optics. We're calling them Pandora. And Mojo are the 25s. See? That's why I'm replacing that. 1 second. Don't want that to fall down. Kind of slid behind. There you go. Put that on the wall of fame. We'll go through. We'll show all the. Hey, just in time. Just in time. I would have tagged you. There's Dale Earnhardt to finish off. It's fun to talk about it, but we got to keep going. So we'll put that up there. I don't know. Should I replace Ryan Blaney Pandora autograph? Should I replace Chase Elliott in our fire spot? Daniel Suarez. Number 1 is the bookend. The number 1 there. Richard Petty. We also have J-Mac. There's Gene Murray. And then Kyle Larson. on the Race Kings. Last pack of box number 5 has Brennan Jones, has Connor Daly, Optic, and Jeff Gordon is the Race Kings. All right, there we go. Let's see. Let's keep going. Let's see what we shall see here. Box number 6. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's fun to talk. I'll show all the hits at the end while I try to entice you to pick up in the rest of the drivers in the second half of the case. We're right here. We're only in the first half. There is plenty of drivers available in the second half. So take a look at those. Very nice deals to be had too. Make your offers. Matt Kenseth, or just pick them up. Ben Rhodes. Can't run any auctions right now as we're opening up, but we'll get to those. There's more Greg Biffle. I think that's our second Greg Biffle. These pedal to the metal too. It's a nice chunk because those are pretty heavy. And how about little Richard Petty? All right, what is coming up? There you go. Zane, yeah, we haven't said Zane Smith's name yet. Here it comes. We're gonna get him going right now. There's Bradley K, Austin Dillon Optic, and more Richard Petty. Unleashed. Daniel Suarez, Anthony Alfredo for the Optic, and Dale is the Spellbound. And how about Riley Hurst? Luke Fenhouse. Luke Fenhouse is showing up today. A green Luke Fenhouse on a 99, and William Solwich on the coming attractions. Not too shabby. Luke Fenhouse, if you're putting some pre-bids in, get some pre-bids in on the auctions. We're going to move quickly through those. We're not going to putz around. Fat packs. I remember back in the late teens, there were Fat Pack Prime or Prism. I keep getting Prime and Prism backwards. Kyle Larson Blue out of 199. David Starr. Oh! Look, hiding the green of. Okay, Joey Goss. It's a green. It's an auto. But it's Joey Goss. No offense. Maybe if Joey Goss's mom is watching, but I like Ryan Blaney a little better. It's still that's our third gold card of the day. Okay, that's our third gold out of 10. That's not too bad. Okay, it's numbered. Hold on here. I didn't look at that. It's numbered 7. Number 7 out of 10. So we're pulling some gold here. A lot of gold. So, gold and Goss. They'll make a t-shirt. Don't mess with the gold and Goss. Joey Goss there. Ryan Preece. You got Chase Elliott. And more Luke Fenhouse. Get those pre-bids in on Luke Fenhouse because he's hitting. Ty Dillon. There's Kevin Harvick. And Connor Zilisch for the Spellbound. Wallace Allen. More Kyle Busch. And more Kyle Larson. Yeah, I'll keep these here, but if anybody, send me a direct message. I can toss a few of the code cards in for you. Just clean it up a touch. Okay. And a little packing material here on those wild cards. I could write 101 on those if we want to say a 101 showed up. All right. We're in box number 6. Still got plenty of boxes to go in this first one, and then the second half of the case coming up too. Should we sell that? I don't want to be. All right, it's $1. Let's see. Hold on. I didn't even notice that. It is Joey Goss. I don't want to be mean here. Hold on a second. Hold on. I will sell that. I am not a Joey Goss collector. As you can see, I am not even a Joey Goss guy. But he is available, and it's $1. Okay, so here, let me do a little selling here. Okay, it's $1. I will start the auction at $1 right there. You get this card plus all the other Joey Goss cards that show up. And CJ, good call. Good call. If no one wants it, I'm starting the auction for $1. This card plus all the others. And I will not do sudden death, though. So, that'd be start at 15 seconds. There you go. If you're interested in Joey Goss, you get this card at least. I don't want to downsell it, but whatever you think it's worth. 5 seconds left. Remember, it's not sudden death. It resets back. Sporty Spice has them right now. And it's not going to add any extra shipping to you, but it is a number out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10. If there's interest. Since it's a biggie. All right, there you go, Indico. That's all yours. And you get all the other Joey Gosses also. Not just this card. I will send you all the other Joey Gosses that are going on. And if you want break number 2 for that price, I can give you break number 2 for that price. My advice would be no, don't do that. But if you want that, good call. Hey, CJ, good call on that. I didn't even notice that he wasn't sold, so I appreciate that. Nice call. Nice call there. Let's keep going. Who else isn't sold now that we're talking about him? Break number... Anything else? Number 1. What's left in break number 1? There is Austin Dillon, Thad Moffitt, Dale Jarrett. Still available in break 1. Tommy Joe Martin, John Anderson, Joe Nemechek, Jake True. Well, none of those show up. Harrison Burton, and we said Harrison Burton's name. Not too bad. I mean, if you still did anything big on Harrison Burton. Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. Here you go. Might as well do it. I'm going to put it $1, though. I'm going to change, just to be fair, I'm going to lower the price to $1. Here's Harrison Burton. Again, another gold card. How about that? Hey, we're not selling anything. We're just opening the boxes because if we don't sell it, a gold card shows up. Here's Harrison Burton. A Harrison Burton gold card. I put it at $1. You get this card plus all the other Harrison Burton cards. So there's a little guarantee for you. And all the other Harrison Burton cards that show up in break 1 also. And remember, so if that's of interest, anybody else that I have not sleeved anybody else. Harrison Burton going on right now. 5 seconds left. 5 seconds. This card plus all the other cards. There you go, AJ. AJ, that's all yours. Congrats on that. Hey, yeah, I didn't see him happen, but that's okay. The only I didn't... And if there's anybody else that you see, there's 9 drivers left in break 1 that have not been purchased yet. All right, let us keep going. If you do see one, you can search break 1, and if you see somebody that you would like, but I don't want to. I mean, like, it's nice that those 2 showed up. You get a little guaranteed hit. William Sawich, out of 10. That's still not too bad. And I'll send you all the other cards too. Bubba Wallace there. All the other cards will go too. Thank you, though. Thank you for pointing that out, CJ. I totally missed that. Daniel Dye. How about a little Carson Ossimer. And Dale. Austin Hill. Got Brennan Poole. And one more hiding behind there. Kyle Larson. All right. Lane Riggs. Yep, I will. We're gonna move to break 2 really quick, but let's just enjoy ourselves with these. Yeah, I'd give a couple little better deals there. Last pack of box number 6. There's last pack of box number 6 here. Plus there's giveaways, don't forget. They still have a few giveaways for anybody who's purchased anything. Still some giveaways coming in. Alright, let's see where I'm looking. Now I'm looking for more gold here. Here's some red. We got Kyle Busch again. We got Ross Chastain red out of 199. And Nick Sanchez. Some burning rubber, Nick Sanchez. Chase Elliott is our Spellbound. There's a lot of those. Taylor Gray is the parallel. The J-Mac. J-Mac is an Optic. And Denny Hamlin, Unleashed. Bill Elliott, the red-blue. Joey Logano. And Luke Fenhaus again for the rated rookies. And we'll finish off box number 6 with Connor Daly, a double Connor, back-to-back Connor Dalys right there. Optic in red. And then Ryan Blaney again. Ryan Blaney out of 199, the holographic ones. All right, the stacks are getting pretty high. I'm not a, you guys know, I'm not a tall stack guy. Nothing good can happen with tall stacks of cards. So let me put them in the shoebox here. And let's start with box number 7. Let's go. If you're made some offers, I see some offers for break number 2. We're going to get to those, but first I'm going to finish opening up these boxes here. So I appreciate those offers. Just we'll get to those in a little bit. But having fun opening up these. Is Ernie Irvine. We got right there out of 25. That's a nice one, Storm Chaser. It is number 24 out of 25. Zane Smith, yeah, he's in here. We've had Zane Smith. He's even in the base set, but I haven't seen, to be honest, I haven't seen any blue Martin Truexes. I haven't seen anything. We haven't said his name yet. Austin Hill. And look at the autograph right away. There's Daniel Dye. Optic. No number there, though. The Wall of Fame's filling up for break 1, but sorry you're not going up there, Daniel. Chase Elliott. Jeb Burton. Parallel. There's Alex Bowman. Race Kings. The holographic ones. And then Brent Cruz. Rated rookie. We're looking at Christian Eckes. Ricky Stenhouse for the Optic. And then there's Connor Zilisch. See, we had a blue one. There's the base card of that. Amarola. There's Heim Time. This is an Optic Prism. A nice little silver parallel. And Alex Bowman. So for Optic, you have the silver, which are not numbered. And then I think it starts with red for the hobby boxes anyway. And then it counts down. But yeah, look for. We're definitely going to do some blasters and megas to get some more mixers going on. So look for that coming up. But let's look for some red coming up right now. Matt Mills. And a Christian Eckes out of 199 for red. Nick Sanchez. Pedal to the Metal. And then Dale Earnhardt Jr. Unleashed. Very nice, very nice. We have Chandler Smith. Or Dale. And Frankie Nunez. Optic Prism. Connor Daly. Tyler Reddick, that's a free Tyler Reddick right there. That was one of the giveaways. And then Martin Truex, Race Kings. Brennan Poole. Josh Berry. And how about more Chase Elliott? This is the E now. Spellbound. We have the one up there in the fire. We have the one out of 10. This one is out of 99. Still very colorful. Like I said, those explosions are nice. All right, here we go. 4 more here for box number 7. Oh, there you go. There you go. Another gold. Pay attention. Another gold card coming up. Those golds are all day today. We got Kyle Petty, Nick Sanchez, and how about this one? Eric Jones. We got lots of color in there. This is not even numbered, which is surprising. That's a nice cut sheet metal. Looks like NASCAR right there. And maybe the Chevy. Maybe a Chevy. So, but that's a lot. That's a nice. Yeah, right. That's a NASCAR logo. And something else right there. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. But it's not numbered. And yeah, that doesn't make that. That would be a nice number. I'd put that as numbered. Maybe make that out of 10 or something for a nice patch. All right, here comes a gold. We got, okay, Todd Gilliland and Sheldon Creed. There's our 4th gold card. Yeah, this is white piece, right. Well, that was my big complaint. Storm Chasers was saying that, you know, it's something like that that's not numbered, but the 1 out of 1 is just a white patch. And that was my complaint with last year's, 2 years ago. Okay, you got a booklet in National Treasure. You got a nice booklet. You open it up, and it's just 2 white fire suit patches. No autograph, nothing. That's I think that killed National Treasure 2 years ago. This year was better. There wasn't as many booklets, I know, but it was. The booklets were something. The booklets were, you know, kind of meaty. All right. Ben Rhodes, Carson Guapo, green out of 99, and then Bubba Wallace. All right, last stack. AJ, is that for the Sheldon Creed? Did you have Sheldon Creed? That's a good pickup. A nice out of 10. Okay, Optic. Nice gold card. This is box 7. And still on the first break. Allie Deegan. Kyle Larson Optic. And Ryan Blaney. Season highlights. Michael Bush. Sorry. Michael Waltrip. Oh, another green. Ty Dillon. There you go. Ty Dillon Optic, 99 there, and Joey Logano, Unleashed. Tony B, the Parallel, Ricky Stenhouse, Optic Prism, Optic Silver Parallel, and an E, Kyle Petty E. All right, Harrison Burton, Blue out of 199. 106 out of 199. Richard Petty Optic and Jeff Gordon Spellbound to finish off that box. Let's keep it going. Let's keep going here. Box number 8. Yeah, I would say the autograph Ryan Blaney is the biggie. Okay, Joey Goss was nice, but it's Joey Goss. Let's keep moving. If you're just joining us, we're finishing up the first break, the first half of the case, and we're going to do the second half of the case. We'll probably get going. There's 3 boxes left, so probably in 30 minutes at 9:30 my time, probably 30 minutes. We're going to do some selling, so get those pre-bids in. A lot of good drivers left on the pre-bids. And get your, make some offers, or just buy outright. It's up to you. Here's Bubba Walls. And we're going to move quickly through that selling. Ryan Priest and Sammy Smith. On the pedal to the metal. We got a lot of pedal to the metals there. Oh, where's an extra? Kyle Larson. See, that pack had 4 memorabilia cards and 4 base cards in it. Josh Williams. More Ryan Blaney. And there's Brad K. Ross Chastain is the parallel. Riley Hurst. And the Optic. And Chase Elliott, Spellbound. Eric Jones. Parallel. David Starr Red. $1.99 there. And then Ryan Blaney again. Ryan Blaney a lot here. A lot of Ryan Blaney love going on. Let's see here. All right, how about there comes some purple. Purple of Michael Waltrip. Oh, here comes a Mojo. Brennan Jones and the Pandora out of 25. This J-Mac here. J-Mac autograph for you. Oh, what's that? Sorry, I missed J-Mac. 1 second. I'll get Linda this box. This box number 8. Okay. 16 out of 25. Right next we got J-Mac and Ryan Blaney. We got a pair of Pandoras right there, or Mojos if you're calling them that. That's not too bad. That's a nice card. I like the op. Those are nice. They're nice sitting together too. So congrats, a little J-Mac. J. McMurray there. J. McMurray autograph. Cole Cusser. Sam Meyer. And Austin Beers. Jimmy Johnson. The red, that's at $2.99. Lane Riggs. Optic. And Dale Spellbound. We'll finish this half with Nick Sanchez. More Michael Waltrip. And look at that. A blue Kyle Larson. On the explosion. The Spellbound explosion. Here. Very nice. Let's keep going. What are we looking at here? Still got plenty of break left. Oh, I see a little black here. What could it be? Ready? We got Darryl Waltrip, but how about an Alex Bowman? You got the black Optic. This is the Pandora, I believe. These are not numbered, so I'm gonna say we're thinking we had one in the first off the line, and then we didn't have any in the last case. So the Pandora, right? The Pandora. These are I would say a case hit. Classify something like that because it's not like a slingshot or a downtown or something. But we only had one in the first case, so I'm gonna say we're gonna put that right there so everybody can see that. Those are nice. The Pandoras, right? There you go, Travis. Is that yours? Congrats on that. Very nice. I'd say that's a little more on your rare side. Kyle Weatherman, Daniel Dye, and Carson again. I'd say yeah. That's on the rare side. If you like your just like you like your steak. KK, Justin Bonsignor on the Optic. That technically is a parallel because it's the silver, Optic silver. Richard Petty here. And Anthony Alfredo. Zane Smith here. We're just talking about Zane Smith on the Optic, and Jeffrey Gordon is the Unleashed. All right, here's box number 8, the last stack of box number 8. We'll see what we get here. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow. Post a comment. Do a like. Whatever people do. How about a purple? Purple Justin. We're just Justin Bonsignor. We're just saying he's showing up too. Justin's here. That's out of 59. Here's Taylor Gray. Suited up. We've had a bunch of pedal to the metals. Now we're getting suited up is nice. There's Dale. And Austin Beers. Denny Hamlin. John Hunter. John Hunter Nemechek. AJ, is it Tanner, not Taylor? Chase Elliott. Followed by, there's Raja. Raja Karuth there, KK. And Connor Zilisch again. Spellbound. Oh. How about a red Ben Rhodes? Davey Allison. And a Connor Zilisch holographic H to finish off box number 8. All right. Oops, see, that's why we don't have tall stacks here. Clean those up. 2 more boxes left. There we go. All right. 2 more boxes left, and then we will see what's in the second half of the case. All right. There we go. All right, how about this one? We're going to open up both, but let me slide Alex Bowman right in the middle. The Pandora is a nice look. I will say this is, for those of you that are new, the Donruss case breaks are the longest. Okay. Remember last year, think about last year, there were 24 packs, or 24 packs each box. Okay. And this is our last full case break we're going to do. We're going to have a bunch of mixers coming up now. But, yeah, the Donruss, even if you think a Prism has 12 boxes, so a half case is only 6, as opposed to 10 now. And then there's 12 packs, as opposed to 16 packs. So this is the longest, so thank you for being with me. Thank you for enjoying the evening, a nice Friday evening with me. Here comes some more Tyler Akram. Here's another autograph of Tyler Akram. Dialed in autograph. We haven't seen many of these. It's an explosion out of 49. There you go. Look at Tyler Akram. You need to smile more, but I do like the explosions. Joey Logano. Ben Rhodes. Richard Petty. Yeah, these I would say, there's Connor Zilisch. Silver. Well, that's what you say. Second half of the case, that's why we're doing a full case. Maybe the second half of the case, we have a little better autos, but I'm not going to call it differently. Those autos could use a little work, so hopefully the second half of the case has this. Oh, look, I don't remember. I think I pulled the top boxes off, and then probably, I'm left-handed, so probably, okay, the left side, maybe the right side, I don't know. I will look. I'll grab the case, and I will try to not shake it, and I'll show you exactly which boxes I grabbed. Left side's always better. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. You turn the camera, you can see the case, but I want to keep the cards on camera here. All right, here's some color. Ready? We got Tony B, a red Bill Elliott, and then Lane Riggs, back to pedal to the metal. It's a one color sheet metal. And then Dale for the E, the E, Dale. Matt Mills, John Hunter, and Justin Allgaier. Chandler Smith, more Matt Mills, this is silver Optic, and Dale, more Dale, the Dale D. There's a blue Kyle Petty, Davey Allison, and another explosion. Oh, how about a Connor Zilisch? Take a look. So for those of you that are wondering about Panini sorting, this is our second Connor Zilisch explosion. This was 41. The other one is number 2. Okay, so if take a look here, we'll grab it. This is number 2 out of 41, and this is number 41 out of 41. So if you're a Panini sorting theorist, we got 2 right there. Maybe a third coming up. Box number 9 here, halfway through. And I'll get all these sorted. You should get shipping notifications tomorrow. If not, then you'll get them on Sunday. So it'll definitely be going out on Monday, unless I really don't sleep tonight. If I get this all going. But probably I'd like to sleep in till 6 o'clock. Connor Daly. How about a little Ryan Priest? And Eric Jones, Burning Rubber. Nice tires there. Justin Allgaier to season highlights. Yeah, I'm going to start. Let's see. Oh, whoa. How about a Tanner Gray? Who was talking about Tanner Gray? How about a little Tanner Gray? Mojo. 7 out of 25. There you go. AJ, congrats. 7 out of 25 on that one. A nice Mojo. I'll put that right there. We'll grab them all later. We'll put that upside. That's nice. Congratulations on that one. Ricky Stenhouse. And then the Race Kings is Christopher Bell. And if you're new, don't worry. I'm going to off camera. We'll do some top loading, some penny sleeving. You just don't want to watch me do it the whole time. That takes a long time to get through 20 boxes if we do that. And here's some more. Here's some more. Ready? Todd Gilliland. Carl Edwards Green. Anything under 100, I will top load for you. And then Ryan Blaney season highlights. All the parallels. I'll penny sleeve. We'll take care of your stuff. Do not worry about that. And I'll get them shipped and protected. Here's the last stack of box number 9. Let's see what we have in here. We got Darryl Waltrip, a little Darryl Waltrip Optic, Ross Chastain, Race Kings, and Luke's Fenhouse again, the parallel. Hallie Deegan, parallel. Jeremy Clements. And then Jeff Gordon, the G. The Gordon G Spellbound. We have Darryl Waltrip. Oh, Michael Waltrip, sorry. Michael Waltrip. The Dinger. There's Allmendinger. Optic Parallel. And Lane Riggs on the coming attractions. All right, box number 9. Last pack is Tyler Reddick. A free Tyler Reddick because it was a giveaway. Tony B, Optic, and Martin Truex Unleashed. All right, last box for the first half of the case for break 1. So get your pre-bids in on stuff. Get your offers up. We'll get through that, and then no putzing around. I'll make some deals for you after we get through this box here. But I'll show the highlights while I'm cleaning up here, because I'm very, very nervous about mixing breaks. I'll keep all of break one separate. Don't worry about that. But don't like to mix the breaks, so I will clean up here first. Show the highlights. All right, good luck. Here comes box number 10. We have Chris Buescher. Brad K. is the Optic. And another dinger. Here's AJ, suited up. Again, look at that suited up. Nice memorabilia. And then one extra William Byron Unleashed. Followed by more Brad K. A red Bradley K. That's out of $2.99. Riley Hurst. Silver. Optic. And Raja. Coming attractions. Dale. We got Dale Earnhardt. Is the parallel. Right behind it is Jeff Gordon O. And Luke Fennos again on the Optic. All right, well, there you go. How about a door number? There's a door number. It is Ryan Priest door number 14 out of 41. There's our second door number of the day. There you go. We had Eric Jones door number, and now Ryan Priest door number. Justin Haley, red, and this Corey, little Heim time there to finish off that stack. That's our second door number. We had on the black, we had Alex Bowman, the Pandora, and then two door numbers. No black vinyl though. Let's see a 101. How about finish off with a 101 here? All right, what do we got? Ready? We have Kyle Larson, Harrison Burton, and, all right, well, it is a Mojo. It is an autograph, and it is a mullet. Josh Williams. So if you're like Joe B, who says there's a certain percentage good, a certain percentage ho-hum, there are going to be some good autographs in the second case. We'll have to see. There's Jimmy Johnson, Brett Holmes, and how about a little Connor Zilisch, Spellbound, the holographic. Matt Kenseth? Yeah, that's what you're saying, Joe. That's why they're not picking up any racing. Dale Earnhardt Spellbound. And Austin Cindric. Brennan Jones. But, you know, if Josh Williams is your driver, that's a nice autograph for you. All right, last half of the last box. Let's see what we shall see here. And so get ready. No putzing around on the selling. Oops, if I can open up this pack, we'll get a move on here. So get those offers in. Get the pre-bids ready to go. We got, get to the base. Tyler Reddick. Got Richard Petty, Spellbound. And Caden Honeycutt, rated rookie. Jake Garcia. Christopher Bell, Optic. And Jesse Love, coming attractions. We had more Jake Garcia there for the base, but we're looking at Noah Gragson. is the parallel. Lane Riggs Optic silver. And Jimmy Johnson Unleashed. Lane Riggs, red out of $2.99. More Jimmy Johnson Optic. And then how about Connor Zilisch to finish off that stack. Last stack, have a little last stack magic here for the last box of break number 1. Thanks again, everybody, for being here for break number 1. Okay, the first half. The reason why I put them both together is to save everybody on shipping. I capped it at $5, so any driver you pick up is not going to add any more shipping to it. Let's see what we shall see. William Byron is the parallel. Ryan Priest. And how about a red Lawless Allen suited up? There we go. Oh, Race Kings, Mr. Beast, Tyler Reddick. All right, J-Mac. Got Ross Chastain is the Optic, and Richard Petty, Race Kings. We have SVG is the parallel. Tyler Ingram, Optic silver prism there. And Chase Elliott for Spellbound. All right, last pack. Last pack, where do we end with? Ty Gibbs, blue out of $1.99. Austin Dillon. And how about Andre Perez de Lara? We finished with a red explosion. There you go. Let me clean up here. I'm going to show all those highlights. We're finishing up right here. We're ending up the first break. Let me show the highlights there. After I clean up, like I said, I do not want any mixing going on. We'll keep the 2 breaks separate. I know a lot of you are in both breaks. All right, here are the highlights. Let me grab them off the wall. Let me show these out. We'll go quickly because those autographs were okay, but nothing. There's a few nice ones. Here you go. Here's the last. Let me show some of these from, and then we'll start off with break number 2. All right, here's the last highlights. Here's a couple. We got 2 Connor Zilisch. We got Connor Zilisch. This was 2 out of 49, and here's 41 out of 49. We had Alex Bowman, the Pandora. Very nice. Our autographs are Josh Williams. We had Tyler Ingram. Daniel Dye. Another Josh Williams. You got your money's worth on Josh Williams there. The mullet. BJ McLeod. J-Mac, not too bad. Here's probably the big autograph. We got a Ryan Blaney, Mojo, Pandora, whatever you want to call it, out of 25. That one was numbered 22 out of 25. I enjoy this. Ernie Irvine. This is 24 out of 25. That's not too bad. I like Ernie Irvine. He's one of my favorites. Let me get the autographs. And then here's the rookie autograph, Luke Fenhouse. Luke Fenhouse all over the place. And then our Joey Goss. Joey G. All right, here's probably the big card out of 10. This is number 2 out of 10, Spellbound, Chase Elliott. But we had 2 door numbers. Eric Jones, that's was 19? Yeah, 19 out of 43. And then Ryan Priest, 14 out of 41. Here's a Tanner Gray, Mojo out of 25. And our last 2 gold cards, we had Sheldon Creed, Optic, and Harrison Burton, paper, just regular base Optic. And there we go. That was break number 1. Thank you very much for being part of it. All right, we're going to start the second half of our case break right now. We're starting. We got 10 boxes right there. Thanks, everybody, for filling the break. And let's start our second half with, how about a little fire? We had a nice start to the first half. Let's start the second half. Let's go. Let me change over me. You don't have to watch me because I have my nice little fire emoji ready to go there for us. And good luck everybody. If you're fast forward through YouTube, hit that follow button right now. Hey, I enjoy this. This is fun. This is the selling. I was never very good at a salesman, as some of you may notice. I am not the best salesman in the world because it's like, but I enjoy opening up these. This is pretty fun. This is the fun part, opening up these, sorting and shipping. All right, that's the business that has to be done. The selling's the business that has to be done. But taking a look at what kind of cards. Look, this could be anything right here. That's the exciting part. Could be anything, and hopefully it's some fire for you. Here's the base. We don't really need the base. First box, Bubble Walls. Here's our first parallel of the time, parallel of the day. How about a Anthony Alfredo? And right there's a pedal to the metal, the Dinger. Almond Dinger, 3-color. See, no number. I don't think they organized it very correctly. That's a nice patch, a 3-color patch with no number. And then we had a out of 10 with just 1 color, just a white patch right there. All right, how about a blue Bill Elliott out of 199? Joey Logano, the silver Optic, and then Kyle Larson Unleashed. I will say Donruss is the longest break, the case break. We'll do the same thing. We'll do the case break of Select, 3 or 4 cases. When it comes out, we'll do a case break of Prism like we always did. But Donruss is the most. It does take the longest. So you're here for the longest time. Thank you for being here. There's Dale Jarrett. Yeah, actually all the caffeine too. Joe B's got it right. Okay. Oh, here comes. Well, how about that? How about a Tyler Ingram? There's a start. A door number. 17. Tyler Ingram's out of 18, I believe. 17 out of 18. I get a little drowsy here. We're going to put this in the fire, just like last time, actually. In the first half, we had. The first half we had a door number right off the bat. There's Tyler Ingram door number. There's a good start. Anthony Alfredo. And Carson for that one. Tomorrow the Diet Coke will be mixed with something. How about you, Joby? A little mixer tomorrow? For our first mixer of Donruss? Anybody else? What's everybody else's drink of choice? Just to relax. We're not there you go. King Cup. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, Mountain Dew. What was the Mountain Dew one? I was never a Mountain Dew person. I don't know, it tasted different. All right, let's see what else we got here. This is Ross Chastain, the Kevin Harvick, and there's our autograph. How about a little Kaz Gralla? What do you think? Is that a ho-hum one? Def Leppard. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. What do you think? Okay, that's not making the wall. I was a big Def Leppard guy 30 years ago. Eric Jones. And how about a black Matt Kenseth? Take a look. 39. What was the name of it? Excitable. Tyler Reddick. Yeah, we haven't, my wife and I, we were just talking about that. the kids are old enough. Hey, we have not just like one of our buddies are like, hey, our kids are at camp for the whole week. We're going to go. Him and his wife are just going to go to Door County. And my wife and I are like looking at each other, like we just with our kids. Even when the boys went camping, I took them. We did a little camping a couple weeks ago. You guys saw that, and it's like maybe my wife and I have to start going out a little bit. There's Dale. So we were like, we tried. Here's a good story. Okay. We tried. We said, okay, the boys are old enough; they can just stay home. We're gonna go for dinner. Just so it was a Mexican restaurant down the road, maybe 10 minutes down the road. 5 minutes into the drive, my son called and said he broke something. He said he broke a vase. 5 minutes into us driving down the road. It's like we just started laughing. Oops, sorry, I like to keep my stacks together. That's why we can't have nice things. I mean, he called, he cleaned it up. It was like, a crappy vase. We don't have, it wasn't the 200-year-old vase from, the Revolutionary War. I think it was a Coles vase. But it was funny. It was just fun. We laughed because it was funny that. There you go. KK is the parallel. How about Eric Jones? And then a little, Andre Perez. Aha, here's our good luck charm.
Hey, Dad.
It's a little late for you to be up, 10:30.
Yeah, we're about to go to bed.
All right, do you want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
We have, come on, let's bring some good luck into the break. It's our second half. This is the few boxes here.
That's good.
Anthony Alfredo, how about this one? Corey Hyde, this is a parallel, the silver. We're in our first box of the second half. Little Heim time there. Here's our last pack. We got Michael McDowell, a blue, that's out of 199. J-Mac, Optic, and Connor Zilisch. That's the big rookie of the year, this guy.
That's good.
All right, here's our last here. Stay for this last pack. We need some luck. What do you think? Last time there was an autograph when you showed up. Yeah. I appreciate you coming in, saying goodbye. I'll go tuck you in, but probably going to be here for another, maybe a little hour.
Yeah.
Probably get through all this in an hour.
That's good.
All right. Oh, one more pack. When are you going to start helping me with this?
Okay.
All right, ready? We got Denny Hamlin is the parallel, Kyle Larson Optic, and a little Thad Moffitt. Oh, this one is silver, suited up memorabilia.
That's good.
This is out of 49.
Nice.
That's nice. And a Connor Zilisch, the spelling. How's your spelling?
Not too good.
Yeah, they don't teach spelling in school anymore. There's Raja. Raja Karuth is the parallel. Connor Daly on the Optic. Get this product and my King Combo. I appreciate you doing that. Thanks for what. Here it comes. Let's see. Hold on. We'll get something nice for you. It is Todd Gilliland. Daniel Suarez is the Race Kings. And Brett Cruz on the parallel. Last pack. Kyle Petty out of $2.99. There is Ben Rhodes. And how about this one? This out of 99, a little Jeff Gordon. The O, the Jeff Gordon spelling O, an explosion. What do you think? You think that's a nice card?
Yeah, that looks nice. I don't know, how rare it is, but
well, it's out of 99. That's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
Which one are we missing? Can you run him? Is there? Jeff. We run Thad Moffitt. I can do that. Let's run Thad Moffitt here because that one was it's this one plus all the other Thad Moffitts that are going on. Here we go. $1 auction. Hey, everybody's here now. Should you guys be going to bed? No, I appreciate you being here. Let's talk it out. What we got? $3. It's sudden death. 2 seconds left. There you go. That's all yours. Congratulations. This Thad Moffitt plus all the other Dad Moffats that show up. Anybody else? I didn't see any. Jeff, I didn't see any more pre-bids. There's 5 left. I didn't see Brett Moffitt, Jake Drew. None of those showed up yet.
Okay.
All right. Well, you guys should go to bed, and I will come up and tuck you guys in about an hour.
About an hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
We-
6, 7, 8, 9.
9 boxes. We got 9 boxes left.
How much are in every box?
There are 8 cards with 16 packs.
Did you show them that?
What's that? The garbage can? No, I didn't show them the garbage can, but they know how this works. All right, have a good night.
An hour.
Please close the door.
10 hours.
No, I'll be up in an hour. This will be good.
Miss you.
There. Oh, thank you. See, there's the family.
Get lucky.
There you go. See, he's sharing the luck there. All right, there's the fam, and then the one you didn't hear is my shy one. Okay, Brian was the first one that came in, and then Danny's the actor. Danny's the one that likes the being on stage and all that kind of stuff. And the shy one that didn't say anything, he's the one that just wants to go fishing all the time, was Matthew. All right, here we go. That was box number 1. Let me scroll here, keep that on the screen. Here comes box number 2. So what do you think? I was seeing, we were talking King Comp. Second, what do you think? This is a set. People are set people. People that like to put sets together. There is a lot of base, but I will say it's about 55% base, which is not too bad. Oh, look at this one. Here's Tony B. A Tony B purple. Kurt Busch. And how about a Chase Elliott, the E? The Chase Elliott E. This one's a red out of 99. And we were just talking, if you want any of these, let me know. Just send a direct message, and I will include some of those in with you. I agree, King Kong. This, if you're a set collector person, these are pretty fun. I like putting this out. I'm going to put an Optic set together. I decided on that. And I'm going to do the spelling. I just kind of like the spelling letters. Here's Chase Elliott. Pedal to the metal. But the memorabilia, I do like the memorabilia. So I might be putting one of those together too. A nice memorabilia set. All right, here comes another black. Sheldon Creed. Remember, these are out of 39. This is 14 out of 39. That's a nice low number. I think so far we're just having all black parallels here. We'll put that out of 39 right there. Tyler Reddick. All right, let's come on. We need a better autograph than Kaz Grala and Joey Goss and stuff. So let's see what we got coming in here. We're kind of disappointed in the first half of the break for the autographs, so hopefully some big guns are going to show up now. Let's see. We have just the base. Justin Allgaier, purple. Darryl Waltrip. Connor Zilisch on the coming attractions. Connor Mosak is the parallel. Austin Cindric, the Optic, and Kyle Larson, the R. The Kyle Larson's R. Slide over there. How about Jeremy Clements? Optic, Bubba Wallace, Race Kings, and Caden Honeycutt is our parallel. Matt DiBenedetto. There's Tony B. And then Chase Elliott for the Spellbound. I will say that their mixture is nice too. If you guys remember Donruss from last year, you could always tell which stack the memorabilia and the autograph was in. Always. It was so easy to tell. It was in the upper left. So they have it all mixed up. There's no pattern here from what I'm seeing after 3 cases. Okay, so that's good too. So there's no shenanigans going on. There's Zane Smith. Here's a Dale Optic. And Richard Petty for the Race Kings. All right, here comes some color. We got Christian Rose. Chris Buescher out of 199. And then Chase Elliott, the L for Elliott. Austin Dillon. Sheldon Creed Optic. And, oh, there we go. Here's our first, like I said, we did not have any. One second, I gotta reach for it. We did not have any. And there was 3 in the first case, 3 in the second case. So let's see what we got. I didn't look at the name yet, I just saw it. We have base Optic signature. 29. All right, David Starr. Okay, David Starr. I'm hoping. Okay, here's our 2 autographs. They didn't even make the Wall of Fame. No, don't. Let's keep positive. These autographs leave some to be desired, I will say. That's why tomorrow we're doing NT. Okay. Hey, at least you know one of them. I don't think I know any David Starr collectors. There's Richard Petty on the Unleashed. Yeah. Yeah, they're coming. Come on. Let's I think these autographs in Donruss need a little bit. Makes me want to get some more first off the line. These autographs need a little bit to desire. At least the first off the line, you had every single card had an autograph. All right, here we go again. Let's see what we got here. We got Ty Gibbs, Michael Waltrip, and Connor Zilisch, the season highlights. Yeah, I don't mean that guy, but there's Bill Elliott. Does a nice color match for Bill Elliott. There's Kyle Busch. And Alex Bowman is the Unleashed. A Tanner Gray parallel SVG. How about an SVG out of 99? And then a silver Tanner Gray again. 40 out of 49 on the silver there. And Richard Petty Y. What else we got? Kevin Harvick, Chase Briscoe, and Jesse Love. And there we go. There is 2 out of the 10. Hold on a second. Gotta get another shoebox to put everything in. Right there. Get rid of these stacks. There's 2 boxes out of the way. Here comes some more. There we go. Yeah, those autographs. There are some good autographs. We had a Kevin Harvick. We had a Ryan Blaney. We had a Jimmy Johnson last case. Not a first off the line, just a regular case. Had a Jimmy Johnson gold out of 10. So there are some nice autographs in here, but there's also some duds. There's some duds. Here, this one. Let's see. We're gonna have a nice one here. Let's see what's coming in right here. box number 3. Box number 3 here. All right. Let's see. What are we looking at here? We're looking at Bubble Walls to start us off. Justin Allgaier on the Silver Prism and Alex Bowman. Here is a purple Kevin Harvick. We're just saying Kevin Harvick's name. There's purple Kevin Harvick. Michael McDowell, Optic, and more Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is happening here on the holographic one. Here is Josh Williams, Christian Rose, and Jeff Gordon. There's a red Jeff Gordon. This is 89 out of 99. That's those pretty heavy cards there. And Connor Zilisch for the sheet. All right. Oh, here we go. How about Brennan Poole? Who had Brennan Poole? There's a 1-of-1 for you. Take a look at that. That's our second printing plate. We had a printing plate in the first off the line. Well, we got to give a little props. Who had Brennan Poole? That's going to Brennan Poole is the Elms, the LMS. There you go. There it is. Congrats. Let me show it to you. This is a nice 101 printing plate, blue, I assume. Congrats. Let's see. It just says it's just an actual printing plate used. It doesn't say what color, but you know, it looks blue to me. There you go. Here's a good 101. Let me put that in the fire. Cyan, yeah, Cyan. For all you. Hey, I only had 8 crayons in my box growing up. I wasn't one of those rich kids with the pencil sharp, with the crayon sharpener on the back of their box. I only had 8, so it looks blue to me. There's Kyle Larson. I was jealous of those people. Yeah, this is fancy colors with the sharpener. Always the sharpener. The sharpener always got me. Like, who's going to sharpen a crayon? All right. Well, that's a good. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I do like that. A nice 101. Let's have a. Now, has anybody seen the checkered flags? I think didn't they say? I thought the advertising was that the checkered flags. Oh, well, thanks for that. You don't have to. It's appreciated, not required, but thank you. Wasn't the 101's checkered flags? I thought I read that in some of the advertising. Really? So you have seen them? Okay, because I have not seen them yet. Our 101s have been printing plates. So let's come on. Let's get some magic here. We want a checkered flag. Here's Chase Elliott. And then Jeff Gordon on the Race Kings. Yeah, I'd like to see a checkered flag right in my hand right here. More Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott all over the place now. Justin Bonsignor. The Silver Optic. And then more Chase Elliott. Darrell Waltrip. Kyle Petty. And how about little Denny Hamlin Unleashed? Yeah, there were. I remember on the checklist they said printing plates. I don't think I pulled any printing plates last year. Oh, yeah, good call. I'll get that. There you go. And then Daniel Suarez. And then Joe Logano there. Yeah, I don't remember. Was there any printing plates in Donruss? I don't remember any printing plates last year. But I did see it on the checklist. right, box number 3 had a 101 in it. No autograph yet. Let's see. Let's get. I don't want to be greedy. Ross Chastain. Sammy Smith, Optic. And more Ross Chastain. So there was a pro. Okay. Here is Eric Jones. Riley Hurst. Green out of 99. This one is number 3 out of 99. Jeff Gordon. The G for Gordon. All right, a free Harrison Burton. How about that? A red. Jeff Gordon again. And another valued collector. Let me get to that. It's right there. Let me get to that in a second. Lane Riggs is the coming attractions. Finish this stack off. We had Cole Custer, got Matt DiBenedetto, and then Chase Elliott. A nice holographic one too. All right, here is a redemption. Like I said, there were 3 in the first case, 3 in the second case, and we had none during the first half of the case. So I was thinking there's gonna be some redemptions in here. All right, let's see. How about Blue Explosion? Signature Series Blue Explosion. Card number 40 of. Okay. That's kind of just comical here. And it's David Starr. Wow. Our redemptions are going to be David Starr. Well, who's happy? There we go. Eagle Scout. David Starr is there. Yeah, that's why we're going into mixers from now on. After 3 cases, it's now like we'd usually do that. The first week we always do the full case breaks, and then just do some mixers from then on. And yeah, now you need the David Starr gold vinyl. You're getting the rainbow of redemptions. Let's finish off box 3. What's that old line? Worse? Can't get any worse. Have a little Monty Python here. All right, KK, Case Cyan. Little Optics Case Cyan. And Richard Petty. The P for Petty. Anthony Alfredo is the parallel. Lawless Allen, Optic, and Richard Petty Unleashed. Denny Hamlin. Kevin Harvick. Red out of 199. And Matt DiBenedetto. Red out of 99. The suited up. And then how about Dale? Dale Earnhardt there. All right, last pack of box 3. We have Raja, William Solwich, and then Brent Cruz to finish off box number 3. Yeah, I would say I'm probably going to put the patches. The memorabilia I just like. I like the memorabilia. I did not put, my favorite of NT was the actual base cards. I think the base of NT, I just never really put those together. I think that's a hard, NT is a hard set to put together, even if it is base cards. So I think I'm going to put, I never put the last, thicker, the 130 point card set I put together was the, what was it called? I gotta look. The Spectra from Chronicles. That was a good thick card. Put that together. All right. As they say in Monty Python, worse? It can't get any worse. So let's see some good autographs coming up. We'll possibly get another David Starr. Holly Deegan. Here's Daniel Dye. A green out of 99. And I'm a Sam Myers. Pedal to the metal. A nice highlight blue. And then Dale, Race Kings. He's got a little 101 in the fire. Michael Waltrip. Dale Earnhardt on the Optic. And Ryan Blaney, season highlights. Here's a shiny Jeremy Clements. Joey Logano Unleashed. And a parallel Connor Zilisch, the red-blue. Followed by William Byron. A Sheldon Creed. And then there's Ross Chastain. It looks like the explosion on the 99 is 8. Number 8 out of 99. For that one. All right, we're in box number 4. Let's see. All right. We have Taylor Gray. Taylor Gray is the parallel Darrell Waltrip. And how about a little Noah Gregson? Burning Rubber. Alex Bowman. Race Kings. All right, here we go. Here comes a Mojo of Brennan Poole. More Brennan Poole love here. This is number 24 out of 25. We got the 101 Brennan Poole, and now 24 out of 25 Brennan Poole. A Mojo here. We'll put him next to Sheldon Creed up here. And then there's David Starr. Yeah, that's not too bad. The Mojo. Oh, Connor Zilisch. H. Bill Elliott. Followed by Jerry Clements. And the spelling of the Carl Larson S right there. Here is Matt Kenseth. Justin Haley. Let's all go to Chili's. And then Ross Chastain. Yeah, I was going to look up the David Starr statistics. Because the $2 Eagle Scout got his $2 on that, and he's got 2 autographs. Redemption. Maybe you could change them up. Maybe you could trade those 2 redemptions for something else. All right, let's see. How about this one? What are we looking at here? Ryan Preece, Chase Briscoe, and Justin Allgaier. Followed by Ty Dillon. There's Kurt Busch Optic. And the D, Dale Earnhardt's D. There's Wallace Allen. The Optic is Darrell Waltrip in Tide. And Justin Allgaier season highlights. What else we got? We got Ben Rhodes. William Byron Optic. And one more Race Kings. Christopher Bell. Okay, there you go. Christopher Bell Race Kings. Here's our last stack for box number 4. What are we looking at here? So, or 14, if you have, depending on how you think of it. We're in the second half of the case. Put it up here. All right. Good luck here. Should we cheat? What are we looking at here? We're looking at Brad K, Tony B, and well, how about this? All right, can't complain about that. There you go. How about a Connor Zilisch autograph? That's okay. I didn't know if it made it up, but there you go. Who had T-Mac? T-Mac, is that you? Let me take a look at that for you. Connor Zilisch. This is not numbered. This is the numbered one. But very nice. Very nice. I think that might... There you go. Congrats. I think that might, even though it's a 101, Connor Zilisch is the way to go here. So we're going to put that on the scene. Right there. All right. Is that David Starr? That'd be nice. That's a nice personal collection. A nice auto. Congrats there. I'm glad we pulled something nice for you. It's no David Starr, of course. You know, no David Starr, but still. And then the Phenom, that's supposed to be Daniel Suarez. That's hopefully for now. Now hopefully, as we've been talking about Panini and their sorting, maybe I'm gonna get you another one here. We'll see. Brennan Queen there. But hey, that's my first one. We did not have one in our first off the line case, and there was not one in the last case, so it's nice to have that one. Congratulations on that. That's a nice box number 4. Riley Hurst. Last year was SVG, and we did pull some SVG. They were redemption for Donruss. We had a few SVGs in last year's. And if you look on the bright side, if they're averaging 3 redemptions per case, and we have 2 already, we might not have to worry about that anymore. Congratulations. That'll be one of the thumbnails for our YouTube, the YouTube channel. We'll do a little selling on that. Let's grab this box number 5 right here. That was right next to it. So maybe we'll keep going on this. Hey, thank you. Thank you for supporting the break. It's fun doing this, and I'm glad we could get some nice stuff. That's going to be our joke all year. That's a nice autograph. It's no David Starr, though. No David Starr redemption. You're in redemption. I don't want to be mean, but come on, David. If I can't drive to save my life, but I would be signing everything anybody pushes in front of me. I would not. You wouldn't have to wait on my autograph. Has David Starr? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna do a little research on that. Did he ever finish a race? All right, let's stop being mean to David Starr. Here we go. Box number 5. 5 boxes to go. Oh, a little color coming in. Get a little energy from that. Chase Briscoe. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about him. There's Dale. Here comes some color. How about Carl Edwards? And there we go. A little purple Kyle Petty. Kyle Petty. Richard Petty. 54 out of 59. I'm going to toss that on the wall. Richard Petty, one of my favorites. I watched him race. That's how old I am. There you go. We'll put that up here. Front and center. And then there's Dale. Brett Holmes. Kevin Harvick. Oh, there's another redemption. That could be our 3. Martin Truex. Let's get through these. What's the over-under on another David Starr? Josh Berry. Connor Zilisch. And Luke Fenhouse. There you go, James. That's right. All right. Good luck. Good luck. Ready? It is a signature series. Okay, hold on. I don't want to be base optic signature series number. Okay, well there you go. It is not David Starr, I will tell you, because the signature series was number 40. So number 14. I think I know what it is. I'm thinking. We had one yesterday. So Joe Nemechek. There we go. Little Joe Nemechek. That's a nice auto. Just for old timers. Oh, there you go, Indico. Well, see, now I feel guilty. We're making fun of David Starr, and he's got 4 wins. No, see, now I'm dumb. That's why I don't like picking on people. He's successful. Thank you for the research. I was going to look that up. I need to watch more NASCAR. That's I told my wife. She's like, you need to relax more. You're working like this. Obviously, this week we had a full case break on Monday, Wednesday, and now Friday. So she's like, you're working an awful lot for being retired. I'm like, that's what you told me to do. But yeah, I gotta watch NASCAR. No, we tried to watch NASCAR during a break, and it didn't go too well because we kept watching it, and the break took like 8 hours. Here's Matt Mills. And we're all talking about it and stuff, so it's just a coincidence, and it's the Panini sorting that he's showing up in the same case. There's Sam Smith. Now that might be good for us if another Connor Zilisch autograph shows up. Christopher Bell. Here is Carson Kvapil. Oh, another Kyle Busch. And how about pedal to the metal, little Jeb Burton. This is number 9 out of 49. Trying to get that glare on there. And see, that's there's 3 colors right there. See, that's what it should be out of 49. And then Dale Earnhardt to finish this off. We have John Hunter, Connor Daly, and then how about Ryan Blaney to finish off that part of it. Well, we had a little bit of so far. First half of our break number 2. So maybe all the redemptions are done. If our last 2 boxes have anything to say about that. And oh. Here comes some gold. Ready? We're looking at Sammy Smith. On the parallel, Ryan Blaney is the Optic, and Joey Logano for Unleashed. Michael Waltrip. No, Michael McDowell, sorry. The Ben Rhodes, and a little Tyler Reddick. How about a Tyler Reddick season highlights blue explosion? There you go. That's worth top loading. We'll get to that. Plus, we're not done yet. Tyler Ankrum, Anthony Alfredo, And a little burning rubber, Jimmy Johnson. There you go. But the Richard Petty E. The Richard Petty E. Here we go. Everybody's looking at the gold. Here it comes. It's a Riley Hurst. It's our first gold of this half. There you go. We have Riley Hurst. This is numbered. Hold on a second. This one's numbered 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for Riley Hurst. We'll put that up there. We had a bunch of gold last half. The first half of the case. There's our first one now. And then little Jeb Burton and Jeff Gordon to finish off that. All right, almost halfway done, or 3/4 of the way done, depending on how you're looking. If you've been here since the beginning for the full case, thank you for doing that. Here is halfway done with break number 2. This is the end of 5 boxes. Joey, there we go. It's getting late. We're getting the jokes out. William Solwich. Martin Truex, Unleashed. And Frankie Nunez for the rated rookie. Keep going with Nick Sanchez. Connor Mosak. And more Dale. This is the E, the Dale E. We got Justin Haley, Carson Ossiver, and more Justin Allgaier. And the last pack of box 5 is Sheldon Creed, Eric Jones, and more Dale for the E. All right. Well, how we feeling so far? We got Feast or Famine. Joe Nemechek, actually. Joe Nemechek is a nice autograph. That's not too bad. All right, let's finish strong. You have a nice little fire Connor Zilisch autograph. That's kind of hitting there, hitting pretty strong. All right, last quarter or last half of this first break. Let's go strong here. Let's make up with some of these good autographs. Let's see. It says, hold on, I'm watching the David Starks, right? Austin Dillon. Yeah, we haven't had an Austin Dillon here in a while. How are we feeling? How are we feeling this? All right, here we go. Good luck. Let's keep excited. We got Ryan Blaney is the parallel Taylor Gray, Optic, and then Richard Petty for Race Kings. Josh Williams is some base here. Ben Rhodes. Jimmy Johnson Optic. A wild card. Chase Elliott L for that pack. Jeb Burton. There's Almirola on the Optic, and William Byron Unleashed. Christian Eckes. Here we go. How is a Lane Riggs? I thought these were orange at the beginning. This is out of 199. And look at this one. There's some rubbing going on there. Jeb Burton. Pedal to the metal. It's not numbered. And then one more. Raja. For the coming attractions. Yeah, Eagle Scout, can you send me a direct message, just to remind me. What I do is, the first thing I do is obviously upload the YouTube video, and then I print out the sales sheet, and I check the messages, and I'll copy, put right next to your name any requests that people are making. If there is something, like, hey, can you send it to this place? Can you put some cards? If you want any of these, the Daytona experience, if you want any of the, let me know on that. Yeah, any special requests that I write down. Or if you make any trades, if anybody makes a trade, sometimes they say, hey, send all those rated rookies to this guy. So I got a little whole system to go. So yeah, if you send me a direct message, because I'll forget if you just post it in chat. Even though if I'll say, yeah, I'll send it to you, I'm going to forget. Yeah, the unnumbered, they since they're guaranteeing 2 memorabilia cards in it, I guess they're not going to number every single one of them. So, and I appreciate those memorabilia. I like them. Dale Earnhardt again. We're saying Dale Earnhardt a lot. Let's see a Dale Earnhardt autograph. Alex Bowman. Well, that's why we got some National Treasure for tomorrow. There's some good memorabilia that's numbered. We're doing no more full case breaks of Donruss. This is our last one. We're doing the mixers and 5 boxes. So 5 boxes aren't too bad. Here's 5 boxes with a half occasion National Treasure. Is coming up tomorrow. Take a look at that. The drivers are posted already. So while you're waiting here, while we're talking about Ryan Priest Purple, pick up a few drivers from there. Sheldon Creed. And how about a Kurt Busch? How about a Kurt Busch autograph dialed in? There we go. And that was a good deal also. Little Kurt Busch. Take a look. That's not too bad. We'll put that right there so everybody can see. That's not that bad. And Jesse Love to finish there. All right. See how we're making some headway. Joe Nemechek and Kurt Busch, kind of mediums. Obviously, Connor Zilisch is the man. That's not that bad. All right. Let us. Here comes some more. Oh, see, I always get tricked. I always get tricked by the gold on the redemptions. Like, another gold. Amarola is the parallel. We got Deegan on the Optic and Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon. Jake Garcia on the parallel. Ross Chastain is the Optic, and a little Heim time for Unleashed. Here comes a purple Todd Gilliland out of 99. Justin Bonsignor is the Optic. And then again, one of my favorites, the holographics, the holo Chase Elliott. What else we got here? We got Noah Gragson on the parallel, KK, and back-to-back KKs. How about a little KK suited up? See, now this doesn't have to be numbered. That's a nice card. And it's one color. Now, I agree in National Treasure, everything should be numbered. And I think it is. But think about all the boxes of Donruss. You're never going to get... I wonder how many... Maybe we should do some calculation. I wonder how many suited up Casey Kane cards are there that are not numbered. How many boxes of Donruss are out there? And plus the blasters and the megas. Here is Connor Daly. Matt Kenseth is the Optic, and JJ for Unleashed. Let's keep going. We have Chandler Smith, red out of 299. Alan Kolwicki, Mr. Hardy's, and there's Connor Zilisch again. Here comes Kyle Petty. Christopher Bell. And how about a Dale Explosion for the T? That's a well worth top loading. Todd Gilliland. And there's Cole Custer. And one more last. Tyler Reddick. Alright. That was box number 6. A Kyle Busch autograph. We're kicking it up a little bit. Maybe the worst is over. Let's keep going. Box number 7. I just want to clean up the stacks here. Here's box number 7. Let's finish strong. Those of you that have been here the whole time, thank you so much. Thanks for being here. I appreciate that. Sitting there listening to me talk for 5 hours. And like I said, this is the longest break of the year. Even when we do full cases of Prism, there's only 12 boxes of Prism. When we do full cases of Select, there's only 12 boxes of Select. So this is the most. And it's some people, it's really love it or hate it. Some people really enjoy Donruss. I like Donruss to collect sets. But my favorite was Select last year. Let's see what we got. Justin Allgaier to start. Michael Waltrip. And Connor Zilisch again. For the Z. We have Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch is all over the place today. Brett Holmes. And William Byron on the Race Kings. Lawless Allen, red. Austin Cindric. And another Race Kings explosion, Ryan Blaney. I mean, take a look. The explosion is in a good spot. I'm going fast. That explosion is my favorite parallel of the time. Michael McDowell. Jeb Burton. And how about a Clint Boyer, a nice red, bright red. Clint Boyer, pedal to the metal patch. And then Daniel Suarez to finish off that stack. In baseball, with Hops, for example, they would manufacture patches. They could be like, this person won the 2023 batting title and have a special patch, a batting title patch, which was kind of cool because they guaranteed in the jumbos, they guaranteed 1 autograph and 2 memorabilia also, and one of them was a manufactured memorabilia. Here you get actual, cut sheet metal. All right, William Byron, Austin Dillon, and there's Dale R. We have J-Mac, Hayden Cunningham, and a Race Kings of Ryan Blaney. Followed by SVG. That was last year's Connor Zilisch. SVG last year. And a Kurt Busch out of 199, the red. And a Connor Zilisch C for Spellbound. We have Cole Custer. There is Justin Allgaier. And there's speaking of that, there's a Justin Allgaier autograph on the explosion. A red. It's out of 49. That's not too bad. I got a little money on Justin Allgaier this year too. Take a look. This one's numbered 33 out of 49. There you go. Still not going to replace Connor Zilisch autograph, but that's pretty nice. Kyle Larson to finish that off. All right, here we go. Kurt Busch, Joe Nemechek, Justin Allgaier. There's some nice, a little better action there. Box number 7. Second half of box number 7. Austin Cindric, Bill Elliott, and then Jeff Gordon. There's the Dinger. A free Harrison Burton on the Optic. And Andre Perez. He's not in base. It's amazing. He's in season highlights, but Andre Perez is not in base. Here's a blue Butterbean. Rated rookie on a 199, Ryan Blaney. Optic and Heim Time coming attractions. There's Jeff Gordon. How about a green J-Mac? And a red Kyle Weatherman. A lot of color there. Kyle Weatherman, the suited up. Out of 99, the red. And then Connor Zilisch, again, unleashed. Should I talk a little quieter? The chat's getting quiet. Is it getting late by you? Almost done, but have some good stuff going to happen here, so pay attention. And I'll go through all the hits at the end, like always. But I'm thinking something good. I'm looking for a checkered flag. I would love to see a checkered flag, but we haven't seen one yet. Chris Buescher. And then Martin Truex. And Richard Petty. On the Unleashed, a nice holographic. Or halo. Dale Earnhardt. Connor Mosack is the Optic. And then Kyle Busch for Race Kings. No, a lot of break left. Kyle Larson. Brad K. And then Chase Elliott. One more pack in box number 7. We're looking at JJ, Matt Mills, and then Chase Elliott Unleashed. A lot of Unleashed there. All right, there's box number 7. Let's keep going. We'll finish strong here. Box number 8. 3 boxes left of the case. The autographs are starting to pick up. Let's see. As always, I do the same pattern every time. And there is no pattern. This is the nice part. We do not have... The cards are very well mixed. Yeah, we are getting the Panini sort, but at least all the autographs are not the first card of stack number 3. All right, box number 8 or 18, depending on how you're looking at it, we have J-Mac. There's Alex Bowman. And a Christopher Bell, pedal to the metal. This is out of 49. And again, it's nice to see that it's used because there's some scratches there. And Connor Zilisch, we've had one of those already. Here comes a black. Hold on. We have SVG. And there's Justin. Another black out of 39. That's our third one. There you go. Our third one out of 39. And Alex Bowman. Here is Chris Buescher. Got some more color coming up. Tanner Gray. Richard Petty Y. And last pack of the stack has Dale Earnhardt parallel. There's a Darrell Waltrip purple out of 59, remember? And then Jesse Love is the coming attractions. There's a lot of color there. We had a black Optic and a purple Optic. Which color is your favorite so far? The green kind of sticks out, but we did that first off the line. Since we did the first off the line case, the green just showed up. It's popping. And when we do the Carolina blue is going to look nice when we do some blasters. There's Ryan Blaney blue. Ty Dillon, and there's our autograph. Oh, Noah Gregson. Haven't seen that yet. A Noah Gregson autograph. It is not numbered. Bass Pro Shop. All right. We'll put that right here. We'll show all those at the end to finish up. There's JJ. Kyle Larson. And Chase Elliott is the Optic. Oh, William Salwich, the hollow. The rainbow foil, whatever you want to call it. Jimmy Johnson. Kyle Petty, Optic. And more Connor Zilisch, Spellbound. There are a lot of those. We have a lot of those there. Austin Cindric. There's Raja. And then Tyler Reddick for Race Kings. Let's see. Yeah, the memorabilia is definitely used because you see some good rubbing, some good racing, which is nice. It's not manufactured. Christian Eckes. Here's SVG. The Optic. And then Dale N. Amarola. We did a little fire here, Con. Corey Heimtime Optic, and there's Martin Truex for your Race Kings. Let's see. All right, Josh Williams is the Optic. A Prism, the silver Optic there. Again, Connor Zilisch with the Spellbound. A few of those. And then Austin Beers. Some more rated rookie. Here is Jeff Gordon. Blue out of 199. Another Josh Williams Optic. I think we had two in a row there. And Connor Zilisch coming attractions. Last stack. Last stack of 8. Let's see here. We had the autograph already. I think we had the memorabilia ready too. So let's have the 101 from here. Some color. How about starting off with a Jake Garcia. Well, there's Connor Zilisch again. Connor Zilisch, 199. And then Michael McDowell for the suited up. That was not numbered. This one's lettered. Kyle Larson R. Noah Gregson. Bubba Wallace. And another Optic Connor Zilisch. There you go. What else we got? William Byron. There's Raja. And then Chase Elliott. All right, last pack of box number 8. We're looking like Kyle Busch out of $2.99. Noah Gregson Optic, and here's an explosion. Ah, there you go. Little Jeff Gordon explosion. 99. This is number 14 out of 99. The R. And there we go. There's box number 8. Okay, 1 second while I clean up the work area. And we're finishing strong. We got 2 boxes left. Let's get these base here. Lots of break left. 2 boxes. Tomorrow's break is 5 boxes, so don't forget about that. All right, let's finish strong. Come on, I want a 101. I have not seen a 101 yet. I'll show all the ones we sleeved at the end, the autographs and some of the low number ones. Here we go. Box number 9 or 19 if you've been here for a while. Here comes box number 9. Got a nice clean surface. Let's have a good showing here. All right. Last run of our last full case break. We got Kyle Larson to start. Matt DiBenedetto. And there's our autograph right away. Little Terry Labonte. There you go. Terry Labonte. This is, it seems like the holograph, the rainbow foil, the holographic one, but it doesn't say. It's not numbered. There's Terry Labonte. And then Kyle Larson for Race Kings. We had the autograph right away, first pack. Parker Retzlaff. Dale Earnhardt T. And Austin Beers again for the Optic. We have Darrell Waltrip. Jake Garcia. And then Chase Elliott. Unleashed. Yeah, it's fun. Autograph right away, right off the top. More Chase Elliott. There's William Solwich. And more Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott maybe this is a Chase Elliott box. Lots of Chase Elliott. Let's see what else we have lots of. All right, let's see. Lots of color. Lots of color here. We have an Optic Austin Dillon. The red out of 199. There's Matt DiBenedetto. Jeff Gordon O. And then more Connor Zilisch. Connor Zilisch, the red blue. The parallel. Here's another red blue, Kurt Busch. Christian Rose. And little Corey Heim, Unleashed. Michael McDowell. Lawless Allen, Optic, Silver. And then Kyle Larson, Season Highlights. Anthony Alfredo, blue out of 199. Sammy Smith. And then another one of my Connor Zilisch. There's another explosion. Not a blue. We had blues last time. Here's the reds out of 99. More Connor Zilisch love. Well, that's the way to go. Connor Zilisch all over the place here. Gotta like that. For the current star. Or rookie star. All right, second half of box number 9. My garbage is getting full. We have Christopher Bell. Here's a Kyle Larson. Blue. out of 49. The Burning Rubber. See, that's a good card. That's a nice looking card. And the Dale R. Austin Beers. Rated rookie. Alright, here comes a black. Ready? We have Martin Truex. And then there's a black out of 39. Denny Hamlin. Mr. FedEx. That's not that bad. Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin black. That's our 4th black. And then Ryan Blaney. Still more to come. We're looking at Austin Dillon again. Jeff Gordon for the Optic. And then Connor Zilisch again, the C. The Connor Zilisch C. Brennan Poole. Nick Sanchez. Purple out of 59. And then Kyle Larson. A. The spelling. Yeah, the problem is I'm trying to figure out how to frame those. Like Kyle Larson. Okay, you got 6 things. What are you going to put that in? You know, if I want to show it off, maybe I'll do a holographic one. I don't know, just exploring. Whereas Dale Earnhardt's going to be a little longer. It's no fun unless you get to show it off. All right, the Dinger, Allmendinger, is the parallel. Daniel Suarez, the Optic, and Richard Petty for Race Kings. Jeff Gordon, parallel. There's Lawless Allen. And Chase Elliott, the L. Because you got to show them off because there's different pictures for each one of them. Justin Allgaier. Daniel Suarez for Optic. And Unleashed William Byron. Connor Mosak, red out of 299. Michael McDowell, Optic. And there's Raja Caruth for the coming attractions here. And here we go. Box number 20. Last box of the break. Box number 10 for all using break 2. But 20 if you're here the whole time. Alright, take a look at it. After this week, this is our 3rd case, finishing up our 3rd case this week. It's been a fun week. Glad hanging out with everybody. Thank you for being in the first off the line. Thank you for being in the case breaks. And thank you for being you. Alright, good luck. Here comes a 101. We got Brennan Poole. It's the parallel. Bubba Wallace. And, well, there's Ernie Irvine. The Explosion. 3 out of 49. Now, I do like Ernie Irvine. And I believe that's our 2nd one. First half. One in the first half of the case, one in the second half. And lucky we did sell him at the end. Give me a... Hold on. Yep. There is no Ernie Irvine. I'm trying to think of who... I didn't see much others. And Daniel Suarez. Oh, it fooled me again. At the end of the night, it still got me. Parker Retzlaff. Saying gold, and it was not gold. Chandler Smith, Ryan Blaney. It was just our redemption again. I was excited. Taylor Gray, blue out of 199. Chase Elliott. And Mr. Honeycutt as our Rated rookie. Finish up with the first stack. Chase Elliott, Ellie Deegan, and Carl Larson. There's a big power to finish. All right, we got our autograph ready. Ernie Irvine. We'll show all the ones I top loaded at the end, including our 101. Connor Zilisch autograph. Gotta like that. What else we got? Here's a Justin Allgaier. Is the parallel. Ryan Priest. A green out of 99. And then how about Brennan Jones, Burning Rubber. Swervin' Irvin. I know, like I always said, Irvine. But you're right. Ernie Irvin. I agree. But I always, for some reason, as a kid, I always called him Irvine. If I remember, it just stuck. Another Connor Zilisch Optic. Michael McDowell. SVG Optic. And then Andre Perez de Lara. No. You're right. I should pronounce it correctly. It's always one of my favorites. I did like him, but I don't know. Irvine caught. Maybe it was Magic Johnson. Irvin Johnson. There's Jimmy Johnson. Hold on. Speaking of Johnson. 19 out of 99. Yeah, it's old habits die hard. All right, the last 8 packs. The last 8 packs of our case. Come on, let's finish strong here. We have, ready? Christopher Bell is the parallel. More Brennan Poole. Brennan Poole's here too. And then Jeff Gordon is the memorabilia. Oh, one more. How about a Heim time on the coming attractions? Carl Edwards, red Carl Edwards out of 299. Arc Amarola. And then more Connor Zilisch, Unleashed. Martin Truex. The Tyler Eckram. And more Connor Zilisch. We have Austin Dillon. Another red Casey Can out of 199. And William Byron. Race Kings. All right, let's have a little last stack magic here. Come on. I want to see something good. Let's finish off. I'm hoping for a 101 in the last 4 packs. We had one 101 already. A printing plate. Come on here. Let's see. Ready? We got the Dinger. And back-to-back. AJ Allmendinger here, and another AJ Allmendinger for the Optic. And our Connor Zilisch again, the C. There is Jeff Gordon. Is the parallel. Todd Gilliland, Optic. And a Kyle Larson A right there. 2 packs to go. We got more Josh Williams. I think we got 4 of these already. Race Kings is Kyle Busch. And Luke Fenhouse on the parallel. And the last pack of the night is Justin Haley, Joey Logano, And how about finish with a little Chase Elliott T for the last one. Let's take a look. Let me take a look at what I sleeved already. Again, thanks everybody for joining the break. This is our last full case break. So look for those mixers. And let's take a look at, and then our it's still holding true. Okay, it's holding because 3 redemptions. There's the biggie. Right, there's Connor Zilisch. That's the biggie. And then 101. Brennan Poole. All right, a black Tyler Ankrum out of 39. We'll get the autographs here. Brennan Poole again. That was a nice spot. The Brennan Poole spot. Here's a purple Richard Petty. Another black Sheldon Creed. And then our gold Riley Hurst. And then another black. We had, I think, 5 blacks out of 39 here. We got Denny Hamlin. And then let's check out the autographs here. Terry Labonte on the Signature Series. Noah Gregson is the Optic autograph. And then dialed up is Kyle Busch. Or Kurt Busch, I'm sorry, Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch dialed up. We had Kaz Gralla. Another dialed in. Another dialed in, but this one's an explosion. Justin Allgaier. And there's Ernie Irvan. I like the explosions. And our redemptions, Joe Nemechek. And as we were making fun of him, and I feel bad, David Starr. A double redemption on David Starr. And then take a look. There's a good way to finish off the picture. A little Connor Zilisch to end everything. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for being here. Hey, it was a very fun time. We've been here for, oh wow, it's almost midnight. We've been here for a good few hours. So thank you. Yeah, everybody have a good night. And I will get these. You got shipping notifications tomorrow or Sunday. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. I am going to step away now and go to sleep, actually. Check on the boys. Have a good night, everybody.